in the wilderness of Sinai. God spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai at the tent of meeting on the first day of the second month in the second year after they had left Egypt. He said, "Number the congregation of the people of Israel by clans and families, writing down the names of every male. You and Aaron are to register, company by company, every man who is 20 years and older who is able to fight in the army. Pick one man from each tribe who is the head of his family to help you. These are the names of the men who will help you. From Reuben, Eliezer, son of Shedeur. From Simeon, Shelemiel, son of Zurishaddai. From Judah, Nashon, son of Amminadab. From Issachar, Nethanel, son of Zuar. From Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon. From the sons of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishama, son of Amminahud. From Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedahzar. From Benjamin, Abidan, son of Gideai. From Dan, Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. From Asher, Pagiel, son of Okran. From Gad, Elisab, son of Duel. From Naphtali, Ahira, son of Enan. These were the men chosen from the congregation, leaders of their ancestral tribes, heads of Israel's military divisions. Moses and Aaron took these men who had been named to help and gathered the whole congregation together on the first day of the second month. The people registered themselves in their tribes according to their ancestral families, putting down the names of those who were 20 years old and older, just as God commanded Moses. He numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. The line of Reuben, Israel's firstborn. The men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years old and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by tribes according to their ancestral families. The tribe of Reuben numbered 46,500. The line of Simeon, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Simeon numbered 59,300. The line of Gad, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Gad numbered 45,650. The line of Judah, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Judah numbered 74,600. The line of Issachar, the men were counted off head by head, every man 20 years old and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Issachar numbered 54,400. The line of Zebulun, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Zebulun numbered 57,400. The line of Joseph, from son Ephraim, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Ephraim numbered 40,500. And from son Manasseh, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Manasseh numbered 32,200. The line of Benjamin, the men were counted off head by head, every man 20 years old and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Benjamin numbered 35,400. The line of Dan, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Dan numbered 62,700. The line of Asher, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Asher numbered 41,500. The line of Naphtali, the men were counted off head by head, every male 20 years and older who was able to fight in the army, registered by clans and families. The tribe of Naphtali numbered 53,400. These are the numbers of those registered by Moses and Aaron, registered with the help of the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each representing his ancestral family. The sum total of the people of Israel, 20 years old and over, who were able to fight in the army, counted by ancestral family, was 603,550. The Levites, however, were not counted by their ancestral family along with the others. God had told Moses the tribe of Levi is an exception. Don't register them. Don't count the tribe of Levi. Don't include them in the general census of the people of Israel. Instead, appoint the Levites to be in charge of the dwelling of the testimony, over all its furnishings and everything connected with it. Their job is to carry the dwelling and all its furnishings, maintain it, and camp around it. When it's time to move the dwelling, the Levites will take it down. And when it's time to set it up, the Levites will do it. Anyone else who even goes near it will be put to death. The rest of the people of Israel will set up their tents in companies, every man in his own camp under its own flag. But the Levites will set up camp around the dwelling of the testimony, so that wrath will not fall on the community of Israel. The Levites are responsible for the security of the dwelling of the testimony. The people of Israel did everything that God commanded Moses. They did it all. Numbers chapter 2, marching orders. God spoke to Moses and Aaron. He said, the people of Israel are set up camp, circling the tent of meeting and facing it. Each company is to camp under its distinctive tribal flag. To the east, toward the sunrise, are the companies of the camp of Judah, under its flag, led by Nahshon, son of Amminadab. His troops number 74,600. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to them, led by Nethanuel, son of Zuar. His troops number 54,400. And the tribe of Zebulun is next to them, led by Eliab, son of Helon. His troops number 57,400. The total number of men assigned to Judah, troop by troop, is 186,400. They will lead the march. To the south of the companies of the camp of Reuben under its flag, led by Eliezer, son of Shedeur. His troops number 46,500. The tribe of Simeon will camp next to them, led by Shelemiel, son of Jehoshadai. His troops number 59,300. And the tribe of Gad is next to them, led by Elisaph, son of Deuel. His troops number 45,650. The total number of men assigned to Reuben, troop by troop, is 151,450. They are second in order of the march. The tent of meeting with the camp of the Levites takes its place in the middle of March. Each tribe will march in the same order in which they camp, each under its own flag. To the west are the companies of the camp of Ephraim under its flag, led by Elishama, son of Mihud. His troops number 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh will set up camp next to them, led by Gamaliel, son of Pedahazar. His troops number 32,200. Next to him is the camp of Benjamin, led by Abidan, son of Gideai. His troops number 35,400. The total number of men assigned to the camp of Ephraim, troop by troop, is 108,100. They are third in order of the march. To the north are the companies of the camp of Dan under its flag, led by Ahiezer, son of Mishaddai. His troops number 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them, led by Pagiel, son of Okran. His troops number 41,500. Next to them is the tribe of Naphtali, led by Ahira, son of Enan. His troops number 53,400. The total number of men assigned to the camp of Dan number 150,600. They will set out under their flags, last in the line of the march. These are the people of Israel counted according to their ancestral families. The total number in the camps, counted troop by troop, comes to 603,550. Following God's command to Moses, the Levites were not counted in with the rest of Israel. The people of Israel did everything the way God commanded Moses. They camped under their respective flags. They marched by tribe with their ancestral families. Numbers chapter 3, the Levites. This is the family of the tree of Aaron and Moses at the time God spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. The names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, anointed priests ordained to serve as priests. But Nadab and Abihu fell dead in the presence of God when they offered unauthorized sacrifice to him in the wilderness of Sinai. They left no sons, and so only Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests during the lifetime of their father Aaron. God spoke to Moses. He said, "Bring forward the tribe of Levi and present them to Aaron so that they can help him. They shall work for him and the whole congregation at the tent of meeting by doing the work of the dwelling. Their job is to be responsible for all the furnishings of the dwelling, ministering to the affairs of the dwelling as the people of Israel come to perform their duties. Turn the Levites over to Aaron and his sons. They are the ones assigned to work full time for him. Appoint Aaron and his sons to minister as priests. Anyone else who tries to elbow his way in will be put to death." God spoke to Moses, "I've taken the Levites from among the people of Israel as a stand-in for every Israelite's mother's firstborn son. The Levites belong to me. All the firstborn are mine. When I killed all the firstborn in Egypt, I consecrated for my own use every firstborn in Israel, whether human or animal. They belong to me. I am God." God spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. "Count the Levites by their ancestral families and clans. Count every male a month old and older." Moses counted them just as he was instructed by the mouth of God. These are the names of the sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of the Gershonite clans: Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath by clan, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari by clan, Mali and Mushi. These are the clans of Levi, family by family. Gershon was the ancestor to the clans of the Libnites and Shimeites, known as the Gershonite clans. All the males who were 1 month and older numbered 7,500. The Gershonite clans camped on the west, behind the dwelling, led by Eliasaph, son of Laeliel. At the tent of meeting, the Gershonites were in charge of maintaining the dwelling and its tents, its coverings, the screen at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the hangings of the courtyard, the screen at the entrance to the courtyard that surrounded the dwelling, an altar and the cords. In short, everything having to do with these things. Kohath was ancestor to the clans of the Amorites, Izharites, Hebronites, and Uzzielites. These were known as the Kohathite clans. All the males who were on 1 month and older numbered 8,600. The Kohathites were in charge of the sanctuary. The Kohathite clans camped on the south side of the dwelling, led by Elisaphan, son of Uzziel. They were in charge of caring for the chest, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the articles of the sanctuary used in worship, and the screen, everything having to do with these things. Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, supervised the leaders of the Levites and those in charge of the sanctuary. Merari was ancestor to the clans of the Malites and the Mushites, known as the Merarite clans. The males who were 1 month and older numbered 6,200. They were led by Zuriel, son of Abihail, and camped on the north side of the dwelling. The Merarites were in charge of the frames of the dwelling, its crossbars, posts, bases, and all its equipment. Everything having to do with these things, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent pegs, and cords. Moses and Aaron and his sons camped to the east of the dwelling toward the rising sun in front of the tent of meeting. They were in charge of maintaining the sanctuary for the people of Israel and the rituals of worship. Anyone else who tried to perform these duties was put to death. The sum total of the Levites counted at God's command by Moses and Aaron, clan by clan, all the males 1 month and older, numbered 22,000. God spoke to Moses, count all the firstborn males of the people of Israel who are 1 month and older. List their names. Then set apart for me the Levites. Remember, I am God. In place of all the firstborn among the people of Israel, all the livestock of the Levites, in place of their livestock, I am God. So as just as God commanded him, Moses counted all the firstborn of the people of Israel. The total of firstborn males 1 month and older, listed by name, numbered 22,273. Again, God spoke to Moses. He said, take the Levites in place of all the firstborn of Israel and the livestock of the Levites in their place of their livestock. The Levites are mine. I am God. Redeem the 273 firstborn Israelites who exceed the number of Levites by collecting 5 shekels for each one, using the sanctuary shekel, the shekel weighing 20 gerahs. Give that money to Aaron and his sons for the redemption of the excess number of Israelites. So Moses collected the redemption money from those who exceeded the number redeemed by the Levites. From the 273 firstborn Israelites, he collected silver weighing 1,365 shekels, according to the sanctuary shekel. Moses turned over the redemption money to Aaron and his sons as he was commanded by the word of God. Numbers chapter 4, duties of the Kohathites. God spoke to Moses and Aaron. He said, number the Kohathite line of Levites by clan and family. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age, all who enter the ministry to work in the tent of meeting. This is the assigned work of the Kohathites in the tent of meeting, care of the most holy things. When the camp is ready to set out, Aaron and his sons are to go in and take down the covering curtain and cover the chest of the testimony with it. They are to cover it with a dolphin skin, spread a solid blue cloth on top, and insert the poles. Then they're to spread a blue cloth on the table of presence and set the table with plates, incense dishes, bowls, and jugs for drink offerings. The bread that is always there stays on the table. They are to cover these with a scarlet cloth, and on top of that spread dolphin skin and insert the poles. They are to use a blue cloth to cover the light-giving lampstand and the lamps, snuffers, trays, and the oil jars that go with it. Then they are to wrap it all in a covering of dolphin skin and place it on a carrying frame. They are to spread a blue cloth over the gold altar and cover it with dolphin skins and place it on a carrying frame. They are to take all the articles used in ministering in the sanctuary, wrap them in a blue cloth, cover them with dolphin skins, and place them on a carrying frame. They are to remove the ashes from the altar and spread a purple cloth over it. They are to place on it all the articles used in ministering at the altar, fire pans, forks, shovels, bowls, everything used at the altar. Place them on the altar, cover it with the dolphin skins, and insert the poles. When Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy furnishings and all the holy articles, and the camp is ready to set out, the Kohathites are to come in to do the carrying. But they must not touch the holy things, or they will die. The Kohathites are in charge of carrying all the things that are in the tent of meeting. Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, is to be in charge of the oil for the light, the fragrant incense, the regular grain offerings, and the anointing oil. He is to be in charge of the entire dwelling and everything in it, including its holy furnishings and articles. God spoke to Moses and Aaron, "Don't let the tribal families of the Kohathites be destroyed from among the Levites. Protect them so they will live and not die when they come near the most holy things. To protect them, Aaron and his sons are to precede them into the sanctuary and assign each man his task as what he is to carry. But the Kohathites themselves must not go in to look at the holy things, not even glance at them, or they will die." Duties of the Gershonites. God spoke to Moses, "Number the Gershonites by tribes according to their ancestral families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who enter the ministry of work in the tent of meeting. The Gershonites by family and clan will serve by carrying heavy loads, the curtains of the sanctuary and the tent of meeting, the covering of the tent and the outer covering of dolphin skins, the screens for the entrance to the tent, the cords, and all the equipment used in its ministries. The Gershonites have the job of doing the work connected with these things. All the work of lifting and carrying and moving it to be done under the supervision of Aaron and his sons. Assign them specifically what they are to carry. This is the work of the Gershonite clans at the tent of meeting. Ithamar, son of Aaron, the priest, is to supervise their work." Duties of the Merarites. Number the Merarites by their ancestral families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who enter the ministry of the work at the tent of meeting. This is their assigned duty as they go to work at the tent of meeting, to carry the frames of the dwelling, its crossbars, posts, and bases, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent pegs, cords, and all the equipment related to their use. Assign to each man exactly what he is to carry. This is the ministry of the Merarite clans as they work at the tent of meeting under the supervision of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the congregation counted the Kohathites by clan and family. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work of the tent of meeting, counted by clans, were 2,750. This was the total from the Kohathite clans who served in the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them just as God had commanded through Moses. The Gershonites were counted by clan and family. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work of the tent of meeting, counted by clan and family, were 2,630. This was the total from the Gershonite clans who served in the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them just as God had commanded. The Merarites were counted by clan and family. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work in the tent of meeting, counted by clan, were 3,200. This was the total from the Merarite clans. Moses and Aaron counted them just as God had commanded through Moses. So Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel counted all the Levites by clan and family. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to do the work of serving and carrying the tent of meeting numbered 8,580. At God's command through Moses, each man was assigned his work and told what to carry. And that's the story of their numbering as God commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 5, some camp rules. God spoke to Moses, "Command the people of Israel to ban from the camp anyone who has an infectious skin disease, anyone who has a discharge, and anyone who is ritually unclean from contact with a dead body. Ban male and female alike. Send them outside the camp so that they won't defile the camp, the place I live among them." The people of Israel did this, banning them from the camp. They did exactly what God had commanded through Moses. God spoke to Moses, "Tell the people of Israel, when a man or woman commits any sin, the person has broken trust with God, is guilty, and must confess the sin. Full compensation plus 20% must be made to whoever was wrong. If the wrong person has no close relative who can receive the compensation belongs to God and must be given to the priest, along with the ram by which atonement is made. All the sacred offerings that the people of Israel bring to a priest belong to the priest. Each person's sacred offerings are his own, but what one gives to the priest stays with the priest." God spoke to Moses, "Tell the people of Israel, say a man's wife goes off and has an affair, is unfaithful to him by sleeping with another man, but her husband knows nothing about it, even though she has defiled herself. And then, even though there was no witness and she wasn't caught in the act, feelings of jealousy come over the husband and he suspects that his wife is impure. Even if she is innocent and his jealousy and suspicions are groundless, he is to take his wife to the priest. He must also take an offering of 2 quarts of barley flour for her. He is to pour no oil on it or mix incense with it, because it is a grain offering for jealousy, a grain offering for bringing the guilt out into the open. The priest is then to take her and have her to stand in the presence of God. He is to take some holy water in a pottery jar and put some dust from the floor of the dwelling in the water. After the priest has her stand in the presence of God, he is to uncover her hair and place the exposure offering in her hands, the grain offering for jealousy, while he holds the bitter water that delivers a curse. Then the priest will put the woman under oath and say, if no man has slept with you and you have not had an adulterous affair and become impure while you married to your husband, may this bitter water that delivers a curse not harm you. But if you have had an affair while married to your husband and have defiled yourself by sleeping with a man other than your husband, here the priest puts the woman under the curse. May God cause your people to curse and revile you when he makes your womb shrivel and your belly swell. Let this water that delivers a curse enter your belly, so that your belly swells and your womb shrivels. Lord, they're poisoning the people. Jesus. Then the woman shall say, Amen, amen. The priest is to write these curses on a scroll and then wash the words off into the bitter water. He then is to give the woman the bitter water that delivers a curse. This water will enter her body and cause acute pain. Lord, they're poisoning the person. The priest then is to take from her hands a handful of grain offering for jealousy, wave it before God, and bring it to the altar. The priest then is to take a handful of the grain offering, using it as an exposure offering, and burn it on the altar. After this, he is to make her drink the water. If she has defiled herself in being unfaithful to her husband, when she drinks the water that delivers a curse, it will enter her body and cause acute pain. Her belly will swell and her womb shrivel. She will be cursed among her people. But if she's not defiled herself and is innocent of impurity, her name will be cleared and she will be able to have children. This is the law of jealousy in a case where a woman goes off and has an affair and defiles herself while married to her husband, or a husband is tormented with feelings of jealousy because he suspects his wife. The priest is to have her stand in the presence of God and go through this entire procedure with her. The husband will be cleared of wrong, but the woman will pay for her wrong. Numbers chapter 6, Nazirite vows. God spoke to Moses, speak to the people of Israel, tell them, if any of you, man or woman, wants to make a special Nazirite vow, consecrating yourself totally to God, you must not drink any wine or beer, no intoxicating drink of any kind, not even the juice of grapes. In fact, you must not even eat grapes or raisins. For the duration of the consecration, nothing from the grapevine, not even the seeds, not even the skin may be eaten. Also, for the duration of the consecration, you must not have your hair cut. Your long hair will be a continuing sign of holy separation to God. Also, for the duration of the consecration to God, you must not go near a corpse, even if it's the body of your father or mother, brother or sister. You must not ritually defile yourself, because of the sign of consecration to God is on your head. For the entire duration of your consecration, you are holy to God. If someone should die suddenly in your presence, so that your consecrated head is ritually defiled, you must shave your head on the day of your purifying, that is the seventh day. Then on the 8th day, bring 2 doves and 2 pigeons to the priest at the entrance to the tent of meeting. The priest will offer one for the absolution offering and one for the whole burnt offering, purifying you from the ritual contamination of the corpse. You will sanctify your hair on that day and reconsecrate your Nazirite consecration to God by bringing a yearling lamb for a compensation offering. You start over. The previous days don't count, because your consecration was ritually defiled. These are the instructions for the time set when your special consecration to God is up. First, you are to be brought to the entrance of the tent of meeting. Then you will present your offerings to God: a healthy yearling lamb for the whole burnt offering, a healthy yearling ewe for an absolution offering, a healthy ram for a peace offering, a basket of unraised bread made of fine flour, loaves mixed with oil, and crackers spread with oil, along with your grain offerings and drink offerings. The priest will approach God and offer up your absolution offering and whole burnt offering. He will sacrifice the ram as a peace offering to God with the basket of unraised bread, and last of all, the grain offering and the drink offering. At the entrance of the tent of meeting, shave off the hair you consecrated and put it in the fire that is burning under the peace offering. After you have shaved the hair of your consecration, the priest will take a shoulder from the ram, boil in a piece of unraised bread, and a cracker from the basket, and place them in your hands. The priest will then wave them before God, a wave offering. They are holy and belong to the priest, along with the breast that was waved and the thigh that was offered. Now you are free to drink wine. These are the instructions for Nazirites as they bring offerings to God in their vow of consecration, beyond their other offerings. They must carry out the vow they have vowed, following the instructions for the Nazirite. The Aaronic blessing. God spoke to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons, this is how you are to bless the people of Israel. Say to them, God bless you and keep you. God smile on you and gift you. God look you full in the face and make you prosper. In so doing, they will place my name on the people of Israel. I will confirm it by blessing them." Numbers chapter 7, offerings for the dedication. When Moses finished setting up the dwelling, he anointed it and consecrated it along with all that went with it. At the same time, he anointed and consecrated the altar and its accessories. The leaders of Israel, the heads of the ancestral tribes who had carried out the census, brought offerings. They presented before God 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon from each pair of leaders and an ox from each leader. God spoke to Moses, "Receive these so that they can be used to transport the tent of meeting. Give them to the Levites according to what they need for their work." Moses took the wagons and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the Gershonites for their work, and 4 wagons and 8 oxen to the Merarites for their work. They were all under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron, the priest. Moses didn't give any to the Kohathites because they had to carry the holy things for which they were responsible on their shoulders. When the altar was anointed, the leaders brought their offerings for its dedication and presented them before the altar because God had instructed Moses, "Each day one leader is to present his offering for the dedication to the altar." On the first day, Nahshon, son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Nahshon, son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel, son of Zuar, the leader of Issachar, brought his offerings. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering for Nathaniel, son of Zuar. On the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, the leader of the people of Zebulun, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. On the fourth day, Eleazar, son of Shedeur, leader of the people of Reuben, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Eleazar, son of Shedeur. On the fifth day, Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai, the leader of the people of Simeon, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, a 5-year lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai. On the sixth day, Eliasaph, son of Deuel, the leader of the people of Gad, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Eliashib, son of Deuel. On the 7th day, Elishama, son of Ammihud, the leader of the people of Ephraim, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Elishama, son of Ammihud. On the 8th day, Gamaliel, son of Pedahizur, the leader of the people of Manasseh, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain. They're all bringing the same thing. Y'all can just mention what you brought all at one time. But nevertheless, for the detail, a gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Gamaliel, son of Pedahizur. Bless them, Jesus. They just all want to make sure that their offering is mentioned. On the 9th day, Abidan, son of Gideoni, the leader of the people of Benjamin, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Abidan, son of Gideoni. Lord, everybody wants their offering mentioned. On the 10th day, Ahazar, son of Meshaddai, the leader of the people of Dan, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Ahazar, son of Ammishaddai. Mercy, Jesus. On the 11th day, Pagiel, son of Okran, the leader of the people of Asher, brought his offering. His offering was a silver plate weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. A gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Pagiel, son of Okran. On the 12th day, Ahira, son of Enan, the leader of the people of Naphtali, brought his offering. His offering was, you better bring what everybody else brought, a silver plate, there we go, weighing 3¼ pounds, and a silver bowl weighing 1¾ pounds, according to the standard sanctuary weights, each filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, a gold vessel weighing 4 ounces filled with incense, a young bull, a ram, and a yearling lamb for a whole burnt offering, a he-goat for an absolution offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 yearling lambs to be sacrificed as a peace offering. This was the offering of Ahira, son of Enan. These were the dedication offerings of the leaders of Israel for the anointing of the altar: 12 silver plates, 12 silver bowls, 12 gold vessels. Each plate weighed 3¼ pounds, and each bowl 1¾ pounds. All the plates and bowls together weighed about 60 pounds, using the official sanctuary weight. The 12 gold vessels filled with incense weighed 4 ounces, each using the official sanctuary weight. Altogether, the gold vessels weighed about 3 pounds. The sum total of animals for the whole burnt offering, together with the grain offerings, 12 bulls, 12 rams, 12 yearling lambs. For the absolution offering, 12 he-goats. The sum total of animals used for the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 24 bulls. That's a lot of beef. 60 rams, 60 he-goats, 60 yearling lambs. These were the offerings for the dedication of the altar after it was anointed. And that's just for the altar. When Moses entered the tent of meeting to speak with God, He heard the voice speaking to him from between the two angel cherubim above the atonement cover on the chest. Testimony, he spoke with him. This is the word of the Lord. And that's a whole lot of offerings, a whole